So wow, oh my God. She went from romantic comedy to badass acting. Oh my God, the action that she was in, I was like, how long did it take her to do that? That's a lot of hard work. Kudos. You know, we loved her in Nevertheless, but wow, I was so impressed. I love her range as an actor. Wow. This one, My Name, she was fantastic. Let's discuss. Hello, good people. Thanks for joining me again. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Ann, and on my channel, I review foreign shows. You know what I usually say, right? We travel around the world sitting on our couches. How fun is that? You never know which country we're gonna end up next. Hi guys, thanks for joining me again. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Ann, and on my channel, I review foreign international content. Today I'm back in South Korea, and I'm here to review this one called My Name. And like I said, it's with one of our favorite actresses, Han So-hee, and I was so impressed because the last time I saw her, we were watching Nevertheless, where she's this teenage girl who is confused with love and is just so soft and pink, and here she is kicking butt, like oh my gosh. There was that one scene, I'm not sure if you remember, where she's pulling herself up and down, and I'm like, damn, wow. You know that was her, right? I'm assuming there's no stunt double. It looked like it was her doing that. I'm so impressed, and what an excellent show. This dropped on Friday on Netflix, and it was fantastic. It's a story about Han So-hee's character, who's called Ji-woo, and we're told her dad, as far as she knows, she's a teenage girl who goes to school and actually is being bullied because of what her dad does. We're told that her dad is addicted to drugs, hanging out with the wrong crowd, and really is never much there for her. He's almost in hiding because they're looking for him. So let's just say her life is pretty hard. And then it's her birthday, and she's pretty upset with her dad. Her dad calls for the birthday, and she's just like, why do you even bother? You know, you're never there for me. And unfortunately, what we found out is her saying that to her dad made him come out of hiding. And when he does come out, obviously he's exposed, and the people who are looking for him kill him, right? So in the process of all this, it's during the funeral, and this mob boss comes through to wish her, condolences. And we find out that the boss, who apparently, he says her dad and her were brothers, they were really close, is being played by the way, wow, what an excellent acting from Hee Sun Park. Wow, he was really convincing as the mob boss. I was scared. His name is Choi Moo-jin, and he says to Ji-woo that, hey, your dad was my brother. I'm really sorry that this happened to him. And then she was like, well, help me find out who killed my father. And at first she tries to go to the police, and let's just say they were not very helpful. If anything, it looks like they covered up, like they just stopped the investigation, and she gets very frustrated. So she ends up showing up at the mob boss's house and says, I need you. If you said he was your brother, I need you to help me find revenge. And he's like, leave it alone. Just live your life, leave it alone. And she's not leaving it alone. And then he was like, well, if that's what you want to do, then I'll train you to be strong, and then you can go and take out the person who killed your father. And at this point, we're told that the person that took out the father is the police force, which is a little bit like, oh, there must be somebody crooked, right, in there. So anyway, in the show, the lengths they show, she's brought into this gym that has like this crazy people. They are fighting to death just to get stronger. And apparently in this gym, whoever makes it can join the mob, the elite mob group, right? So she's supposed to stay there and hang out with the dudes. And oh my God, I was like, oh, she's dead now. She is really, really dead now. But the way she hangs in there, the amount of fight scenes in this and the choreography, oh, it's beautiful, but brutal and violent. But she hangs in there. And I was just like, that must feel really bad for the guys who are being beat up by a girl. But she keeps on. She was strong. She was so focused on, I want to revenge my father's death. And then after that, she gets really, really good. And she decides to join the police force. Because she's like, if I'm going to know who killed my father, I'm going to need to be close. And that's why she joins it. But in the middle of all that, we're also introduced to the character of, who I love. I've seen him in many, many shows. Agbohyun, I think that's how you say his name. That's the actor's name. His name in the show is Pildo. And we've seen him in so many shows. I saw him in My Only Love Song. He was in that one. He was so good. I loved him in that. So he's playing as her partner. They are signed together as partners, and I love their relationship and chemistry. That was so much fun to watch, and how close they get. And he even shares that he also lost a sister, and really that was his motivation, is to try and get revenge. And I love how he taught her like the lessons of like, is revenge really what you want? Is that really gonna give you peace? I really love that he was there to say, look, you can keep pushing further and further and further, but you may end up losing yourself. You could easily become a monster. Like, you maybe say you want revenge, but once you get revenge, is it really gonna give you that peace that you're looking for? Oh, and I just love their chemistry too. It's so fantastic to watch. And I love how they kind of weaved in a little bit of romance. Ooh, that one scene, the two of them. I'm like, Korean dramas, you crank that heat just like Hollywood does, right? I was like, damn. So that was good to watch. Anyway, you have to keep watching to see, because, you know, as far as she's concerned, she's thinking my dad got himself involved with the wrong group, and that's how he ends up getting killed. But when you hear the whole story and what her dad was doing, and who do you think is really the one who killed the father? Was it the cop? Was it the mob? Wow. I just loved it. I loved it. Had a lot of action, and I felt like, although it had a lot of, you know, fighting scenes and stuff, I felt like the storyline really kept us wanting to see what comes next. I'm gonna warn you, binge worthy, right? Remember how we watch DAP or DP? I'm sorry, DP. You know how binge worthy that was? Or if you watch Squid Game, see, this is the same. This is gonna keep you clear your calendar. You're gonna watch this. You know, what happens next? What happens next? What happens next? And I love that this one, it feels like they wrapped it all up, meaning this, they can make a second season if they want to, but I can also see it being like, well, that was it. But I have to say, it was so good. So good. The storyline is so good. And if you're a fan of Han So-hee, wow, girl, standing ovation. Girl power. I mean, she really brought it. I hope she's nominated and win Korean awards or whatever awards out there. I mean, I'm not sure if Netflix now is submitting this to the international awards, because her performance is definitely Oscar worthy. I mean, I didn't even hear she cut her hair, but you can tell. I mean, when she would do the fight scenes, wow, that was a lot of work, but fantastic show. Do yourself a favor. If you loved Squid Game, if you love DP, then you definitely want to watch My Name. And you have to find out the reason why the show is called My Name, because when they talked about that part, I was like, oh, that makes sense. That makes a whole lot of sense. Once again, thank you so much for joining me. Please do give me a like if you like the video. Subscribe. It does support my channel. And I'll see you again when I'm reviewing another excellent foreign international show. Deuces.